Hey there YouTube, it's Math Bowler with an unusual midweek post. I will not be able to post over the weekend, so I'll post one today, and I'll try to get one in for Monday then. So the Pittsburgh Pirates had a meet and greet session at their clubhouse store today. That'd be Thursday, December 20th. Grant Jackson and Kent Tekulve were there from 3 to 5, so I got some signatures from these folks. I believe I got 7 signatures total, but in the background, I started up my more signatures on the Bill Mazeroski seat that I had recently purchased from Baseball Card Castle. So, gave it to Grant Jackson. He saw me come in, and there was no line. So as soon as he saw me, he's like, "There's a Three Rivers seat." You know, he was rather excited to sign it, which is kind of cool. I asked, if he could add something cool like, Game 7 winner, and yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him write his number, his jersey number. But yeah, winner of Game 7, 1979. He also hooked me up with one of those 4x6s. And then beside him was Kent Tekulve. I asked, you could write whatever you want there, Teak. And, I said, if you want to write Rubber Band Man or Tall Skinny Nightmare, whatever you'd like. 79 champions. And Grant Jackson was laughing. He said Tall Skinny Nightmare, and Tekulve told him that Tommy Lasorda used to call him that. Anyway, save Game 7, 1979 World Series with the date. That's pretty stinking cool. I'm glad he put that down. It fits the theme. I'm not trying to get specific years, like a specific year, like the 79 team or 71 team or whatever. I'm just trying to get players from the era of Three Rivers, who had some cool things going on. And with these large inscriptions, it's going to fill up quickly, which I'm okay with that. I'd rather have some real cool ones instead of just packing in, trying to get 30 signatures or whatever on here. I'd rather they have some more meetings. So that's pretty sweet. And I also gave Teak one of those figurines from back in the day. And Teak was super chatty. There was like nobody there at all. I'm going to guess 8 minutes. Teak and I were chatting. He'd talk about something cool, and I'd mention something about that or a connection to something, and he just kept going with it. He's a great guy. I really appreciate Teak. And, yeah, so that was great. I got those 4 autographs, actually, 2 from each player. And then I went around, looked around. I ended up buying a hoodie because I was getting a little bit of extra discount. So I went through a second time, which I was hoping to do, and they didn't mind because there was barely anyone there anyway. So I got Grant Jackson on this baseball that I have. It's one of those China balls, but I've found that the silver Sharpie on the black part there, the aspect there, is it's fine. It'll hold. So this ball is just going to get donated. I wanted to make sure I had something for Grant to sign. So get those kind of junk baseballs. It was an off logo too. I mean, it's not even like the. I mean, whatever. I've never seen that logo before, so I wanted to get Tekulve again. So I got Teak on one of the pillbox themed baseballs. He even joked about, I said, just right between the lines there, like when you first learned how to write. Then he proceeded to tell me, showed me his hand where the welts were from, the nuns who would slap his hands because he didn't write his E's a certain way. I mean, Teak is hilarious, just a great guy. I heard him talking to some Arab people, and he was jokingly cussing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Because you would never hear that on air, obviously, when he was doing the pre- and post-game work. And on the 79 World Series program, haven't been working on this for long. And, who I get is who I get. I have another 79 theme program that he's already on it that has a dozen, or heck, there could be 15 signatures by now. But anyway, got Tekulve added to it. The other 3 from Sanguian, Candelaria, and Jackson were already on there. So, yeah, that was a very successful little trip down there. Alright, I'll try to get you an update. It won't be this weekend like usual, so it's a little midweek update, and I'll try to get another video out Monday. Alright, folks, thank you for checking out my videos. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Feel free to give the video a like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, everybody.